talk about computers. Do you often use a computer?
Yes, I usually use a computer because I love coding and I play games on a computer.
What do you use your computer for?
I'm a developer. I use computer for the coding, and it's very important for all developers. And it's very useful to save your all files in this computer.
Alicia, let's talk about computers. Do you often use a computer?
Yes, of course. I can find answers for any question. And sometimes I can have a fun time with playing computer games.
Suleiman, let's talk about computers. What do you use your computer for?
Actually, I use my computer for watch football games because in Uzbekistan we don't have channels which shows European football games.
What do you use your computer for?
Usually, I use my computer to find math issues. And often, I have online lessons.
Shahrukh, here is your second question. Do you think it is important for children to learn to use computers?
Now, it's not very important to use children the computer, but in the future, the children, I think, they must learn how to use the computers because it will be a technology centric.
Muhammad Yusuf, here is your question. Do you often use a computer?
Yes, I often use computer because it's one of important things in my learning. Also, I can enjoy with playing video games on computer.
Aista, let's talk about computers. Do old people use computers in your country?
I think no, because they have their own phones, so they don't have to use computers.
Bahruz, here is your second question. What do you use your computer for?
I use my computer for Python because internet have an exercise and I use a Python from my internet.
Shahrukh, here is another question for you. Do old people use computers in your country?
Yes, especially the businessmen, because they have a lot of works and they have to save their files in the computer.
Suleiman, here is another question for you. Do old people use computers in your country?
Unfortunately, no, because they use phones, not computers. But I promise next 10 years, the old peoples become to use computers.
Muhammad Yusuf, here is another question for you. What do you use your computer for?
I use computer for learning, so I can find answer for any question. Also, I play video games on computer.
Do you often use a computer?
Of course, I use computer often for coding and find new things in the internet and searching a lot of interesting books.
Do you think it is important for children to learn to use computers?
I think it's not so important. But there are some times when they must do some projects in the computer, so they must learn the computer.
Do you often use a computer?
Yes, of course. I always use computer to learn new languages. Nowadays, I'm learning Russian and English.
Bahruz, do old people use computers in your country?
Yes, all people use a computer in my country because old men have work and old people use a computer.